Hello. I should be here now. I don't stream. And that's your reason. Thank you all for being here. This is, in fact, my birthday live stream. I'm going to play some music. I didn't prepare very much, very little. That'll explain a lot, but I'm going to do it now. Tell me how the levels feel. Tell me if you can hear me all right. It's not a guitar, actually. This is a baritone ukulele. It's like a ukulele's older brother. All right. Here we go. I caught a weekend living on a weekday. Beyond the curtain there's magic making me say, hold on, this happens a minute. This isn't in my head, I'm believing the secret that everybody said. Oh, oh. I caught a maybe living like a promise. I'm going, baby, I never really thought this happened. But hold on a minute, this isn't in my head, I'm believing the secret that everybody said. All in all, I always knew. All in all, I got it right. I imagined things like you just to help me sleep at night. I just tried out some new chords for this song. Ones I've never used before, and never will again. Not even in this stream will I use these chords again. I call some heaven hiding on the ground floor. Had me forgetting the climbing, made it damn sure happen. So hold on a minute, this isn't in my head, I'm believing the secret that everybody said. Did I wait way too long to get myself a little proof? I went on and on and on, hoping every word would be the truth. And listen, all in all, I always knew. All in all, I got it right. I imagined things like you just to help me sleep at night. And if I told myself back then, if I spoke the words out loud, how you've said the things you've said, and how I'm sleeping great right now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Da, 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 da. All right. I caught a weekend living on a weekday. Behind the curtain there's magic making me say, hold on, this happens, I'm in it. This isn't in my head, I'm believing the secret that everybody said it would happen, and I'm in it. And this isn't in my head, I'm believing the secret that everybody said. All right, well, I don't know how I sound. Does it sound good? Sounds all right? Yeah? All right, good. By the way, when I just said all right and decided that the answer was yes, there was no input from y'all because there's a delay. So that's about the confidence level I'm working on right about now. I'm gonna hey, can you do me a favor, Shannon Lee Berry? Could you open this whiskey bottle and pour it into this cup? I thought if I added more steps in between what I was asking you to do, it would be less like I'm telling you to get me a drink. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm really scared of bumping the tuning. Also, hey, let me know if the tuning goes weird, because that's another thing that I'm trying very hard to not think about or worry about. Chin chin. All right, everybody. This next one's one you know, I think. Well, when she got the grade, she took her first real breath as a person without a single damn care left. Put a note in her phone and double bold and read, everything that I need is somewhere straight ahead. I need to pull up the lyrics. I had the other one up. All right. And then I think soon something happened. And I'll tell it to you right now. Well, soon when the fuse was lit, she tied a few loose ends. Certain people she loved and just a few fake friends. On the morning she left a text on red. Everybody I need is somewhere straight ahead. Oh, there's somewhere straight ahead. 'Cause I don't wanna live for the summer, I just wanna live where I wanna. I don't see whatever you're seeing, I just think I'm better off leaving. 2 years to the day she had it all worked out. Wrote a couple of novels people wrote about. Captivated the strangers at the bars uptown, thinking nobody here could ever slow me down. They couldn't slow me down. God bless you. Alright. When the thought occurred, she bought the house she earned. She started looking into venues for July the 3rd. She wants a West Coast wedding with a mind like hers. Before she puts a reminder in her phone to remind her that she knows I can do it on my own. I can do it 'cause I don't wanna live for the summer, I just wanna live where I wanna. I don't see whatever you're seeing, I just think I'm better off leaving. Wait. Yeah. Well, she's off the ground, and she won't look down, and she made a vow, so don't stop her now. The things that she wills become things that she builds, so don't stop her now. And when she saw the movie all about her life, well, she noticed some things they didn't get quite right, 'cause they added mistakes and cut her best damn nights. Everybody who knew it sent a goddamn text. Did you tell them to do it so it makes more sense? She was staring straight ahead, took her time and said, I don't wanna live for the summer, I just wanna live where I wanna. I don't see whatever you're seeing, I just think I'm better off leaving. I don't wanna live for the summer, I just wanna live where I wanna. I don't see whatever to see, and I just think I'm better off leaving now. That doesn't do that there. The sign behind me says the 31 Days of Don Fair. It's a sign that Shannon made me out of felt. Excuse me. Yeah, important materials. I believe Logan Ritchie did the little Dom drawing that you can't see. He's all the way on the end of it. It's a striking resemblance and a searing portrait. I'm gonna play another one now. I'm getting out of the, I'm nervous. My hands are shaky right before I hit start stream, so I'm still getting over that part of it. Is there too much reverb? There's a question I ask myself every time I do anything music related. All right. Well, listen. Here's another one that's new. How's the tuning? Because I'm ignoring it. I'm just keeping it as close as I possibly can. I think it's okay. Let's do it. A very similar beat to this one. Different chords for most of it. All right. Well, I have to pull up the lyrics on this one. What's happening is I made the lyrics all nice and neat in a nice little document, but I'm not scrolling it down as I go. Like I said, preparation is key. Here we go. Well, I could curse this neighborhood for giving me just what it should. A place to set my lowest bars in backseats of my high friends' cars. I'm standing still, I'm thinking fast. My second nature's built to last. I'm first in line to disappear and rethinking about 10 years. But I'll wait till it does a little harm. To stand with open arms, to course correct my self-respect until I go too far. And I'll measure by the best, and I'll swear that I'm the worst. And I'll place my bets on my only card. So I could curse this neighborhood for letting me be what I could. Please cut me down out of the roots. I planted with a good excuse. I'm thinking slow and moving fast, like easy roads are built to last. Like hypocrites need sympathy for fighting who they're meant to be. But I'll wait till it does a little harm, to stand with open arms, to course correct my self-respect until I go too far. And I'll say I need the best, and I'll measure by the worst. And I'll raise my debts and say it ain't so hard. Oh, so I could curse this ukulele chord. So I could curse this neighborhood for keeping me from what it could. I'm cashing in, I'm moving up, I'm spending all my time and luck. I'm heading on, I'm looking back, I'm setting up an even match. I'll start rethinking each mistake. Nothing short of 10 years late, but I'll wait till it does a little harm, to stand with open arms, to course correct my self-respect until I go too far. And I'll try to be my best, and I'll live with all my worst. And I'll get upset and thank my fading stars. That one's called Life in the Rainforest. Yeah, that's what it's called. What's this one? I'm just gonna try and judge by the beat. Oh, this is another new one. We'll see how this goes. Sorry, this is also a fairly new instrument to me, and it's not like the chords are terribly different, it's that it's bigger. And my widow fingies simply haven't caught up. Time for a sip. Any other insights, Shannon Lee Berry?
They want the songs on Spotify.
Ah, they're coming. They're coming on Spotify. There's an album coming on Spotify. I'm not trying to be secretive. I just forgot I was doing that. All right, this one's called "Life in the Rainforest." It's about a family of cute little creatures. All right. Who needs a backbone when you know what you are? Well, boy, you're bone dry, that's why they killed you in your yard. But I died real late. I believe the great ghost and go. Oh, now I know what I will take. Who needs a backbone when you build like a bomb? Well, kid, you can't fight all night with kamikaze calm. Oh, but I love to lose if it shows them who's all about just bleeding out to get to you. Oh, I get a clue, maybe 2 or 3. I maybe make one at home for free. I'm aware of what I'm not aware of, and I'm prepared to pretend to be scared of love. And I think it's fun how a flexible spine only snaps when it wants. Who needs a backbone when the sun fills your throat? Cause man, the money when it's on, it kinda makes you wanna keep on your coat. But I love the voice screaming, where's my choice? It's now or soon, like November or June. I never knew anyway. I'll take the lead if it means that I'm winning. Break my neck and let me know I'm forgiven. I like learning with burning hands, and I'm lost and I'm hurting if that feels on brand. And it's real now. It's a spell that I gotta keep broken. Can't you tell how it's actually working? Just enough to hurt. Alright, I gotta scroll down. Who needs a backbone when your heart holds you up? But you should watch your posture when you're leaning on your luck. Oh, but my faith is there down the basement stairs, and it's saying go, cause now you know what not to expect and just how low you'll bend to forget that it's time to show what you can take. That one was, I gotta place them all up higher, because that's what I'm noticing when I'm nervous in the beginning. I'm like, I heard a secret, living on a weekday. I'm sorry I turned into a Southern man there. What happened was, I can't even say like a Southern, that's not just like a general Southern man. I was like a cowboy specifically, like in a movie, in a cartoon. Movie's generous. That was an animated cowboy that I slipped into, and I didn't mean to. But how do you stop something so special when it starts? Sip time. This song's very important to me, and it's something that's been on my mind for a really long time. How's the stream doing? Does it sound okay? Are we, everything's all right? All right, y'all. How's the level? Am I spiking or anything? I mean, I can't express to you enough. I'll keep doing it, but I have no idea how this sounds. I have to start. I can't wait for an answer. I'm sorry. Okay, good. This song, it's hard to write, I think. It's hard when it's something so personal. Harry Potter is a real-life man, and I know him very well indeed. Harry Potter meets me at the coffee shop by my house, and we catch up often. Harry Potter is a real-life man. Harry Potter is a man, yes. And he's real and he knows me, and he calls me, and he asks my opinion. Often we will sync up our Disney Plus accounts, and we'll watch shows together. Me and Harry Potter watching shows together. And I know his work schedule, so I don't bother him when he's working, 'cause I know his schedule so well. Harry Potter and me are friends in real life. He's real. And the books are based on the things that happened to him when he was a boy. The boy who lived and still lives. The boy who lives to call me and to ask how the hell I'm doing. Oh, Harry Potter is a real life man. Harry Potter is a real life man. It's just good, because when you keep that stuff bottled in, it only festers. It makes, you keep something as complicated as Harry Potter is a real life man locked up in a way, can make you sick. It's going to be every track on the album. It's not just going to be one. You're in for a rude awakening. All right, but for real, this is another new one. Time for another shit. Let's see how it goes. Harry Potter is a real life man. I call on my cell phone, time to time, on my cell phone. Harry Potter, from the Harry Potter books, is real, and he knows me, and he frequently believes me. I can dream. Anyway, this is another one. I'm really sorry. Except I'm not, because that's when every time you've ever heard a song from me, that's what every one of them wants to be. Let me make something clear. When the first time they come out, it's all like, Harry Potter is a real life man, give me a kiss. Shannon told me that I wasn't allowed to, because that first one, she said that you can't waste that tune on Harry Potter is a real life man. And at the time, as a matter of fact, up until this very live show, I told her, yes, I agree. All right, here's another one. When I was a boy, I was not a frog, but things have sure changed now. Oh. And on a trip to Jupiter, I called my ship stupid, and he said, you're stupider. He took a dive, and I was like, what are you doing, you dick? They welcomed me with jewels and charms. They held me in their froggy arms. They led me to the froggy fountain at the tip top of Froggy Mountain, singing rib, 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 ribbity, ribbity, take a dip, 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 dippity in it, singing rib, 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 ribbity, ribbity, take a dip in it, just take a dip in it, spin that booty, make it clap, 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 you gotta spin that booty, make it clap, 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 now spin that booty, make it clap, 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 clap. Now set an alarm and make it say just that. It's time to spin the booty, make it clap, clap, clap. Now go to the store and buy a plain red hat. Embroider, make America clap, clap, clap that ass. And then take an online class and get your degree in making that booty clap, 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 and making your booty friggin' clap, clap, clap. Now clap, 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 clap. And now my soul is free. I am who I'm meant to be. And where my journey takes me, I do not know. But I guess one thing's for certain, we all become our fathers. Da, 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 clap, 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 clap. Da, 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 clap, 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 clap your butt. I promise there are real. I started with real songs. There's real songs here too. Anyway, what the hell's next? How's everybody feeling? If I wait long enough and take a long enough sip of my drink, maybe I can actually see what you're saying and answer some questions.
Tell them to send in questions and I can pick those up.
You sent, yes. If you in the live chat type in stuff, Shannon Lee Berry is reading those right now. Anyway, now what? I forget what's next. It's gonna be a jarring transition, whatever the hell it is.
If it's my song, I'm gonna be mad.
Oh, I got bad news for you. I got really bad news for you. I don't know what key to do this in, because now I've gone and I've done the damn thing where I'm singing them all up high, you know? Let's see how this goes. 3 rum and coke and a couple beers and some lucky drunk stood up heavy with where he'd been, and he held on to someone and he sung out compelled, you're why I was right to trust myself. He said, keep me up, keep me out late, keep me close, I need your faith, keep right where you are, 'cause I followed this far, like I'm sure that you're the northern star, I'm sure that you're the northern star. Alright, hold on, I think I gotta go up. Let's try it. 3 hours into a 3-minute call, some gambler wondered if she just won it all. And she laughed when he asked if his head seemed alright, singing, I've seen the bright sides my whole lovely life. She said, talk me up and talk me down, talk too long, I'll stick around, talk me into following you somewhere far, 'cause I'm sure that you're the northern star, I'm sure that you're the northern star. Oh, oh. I don't know if I can go higher. I can try. Should I do? Alright, why not? Away from a year since the score, and the reckless thieves reckon they could get even more. But they ain't casing out weddings, no, those are too big a sight. They're just looking at dresses and rings that she likes. They said, keep me up, keep me out late, keep me close, I need your faith, keep right where you are. 'Cause I followed this far, like I'm sure that you're the northern star. Oh, I'm sure that you're the northern star. I'm sure. Oh my God. And I'm sure that you're the northern star. Oh, 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 oh. Let me breathe a minute. No, I didn't really need it. We could say what we mean and we'll be okay. We clearly believe in, baby. So we'll try slow. Shannon Barry. All right, that one was. Listen, I do these once a year, so the fact that there's zero learning that's happened is because typically to perfect something you gotta like do it over and over again, and I just end it and go, well, that was stressful. I'm not doing that again. It's only been 33 minutes. Oh, crud. What's the question?
Best present you've ever received.
The best present I've ever received. Maybe these shoes I'm wearing right now. Oh, this was a one of those true. My mom got me this, and it was one of those true blue. Like there was no, I dropped no hint. I'd looked at these before, a baritone uke, and I was into it, and I liked it, and it seemed, like a fun way to not learn how to play a new instrument, but it sounds deeper and better. But I never said anything to anyone, and then on Christmas, this is what my mom got me, and it was very special. And I play it. I play it about as much as it sounds like I do. So like caught on, but could I be doing a little better? I think so.
They want to know who cut your hair.
What, you mean they want to know who cut my hair?
Somebody asked it.
Mm-hmm. Who was it? SLB.
It was me. And they also want me to come say hi, which is perfect.
Come say
because
hi.
I have to go pee.
Oh, great. There she is. Oh, you can't see her. There she is.
I cut his hair.
That's why. So you see, like when I'm looking that way and I look happy, and it's because she looks like that.
I have to pee. Say hi to my mom. She's watching. Hi, Mom. I love you so much.
Hello. Hello, Susie. Mrs. Barry. I'm sorry. All right. Let's try this next one. It's a one I think. And, Lord, it feels like I'm going to have to also change up the key for this. Let's see how that goes. How would I do that in this key? Wait. Let's go with that. Let's see how it goes. Or maybe. I'm torn, y'all. I'm torn. Let's do this. I'll break my heart just to feel the spark. I'll believe the stories in the dark just to get a start. I'll look like hell just to wear it well. I'll believe the stories that I tell if it weaves a spell. I caught a glimpse in the window. I caught a glimmer of what I was hoping to see, and everybody can stand there folding their arms. They're saying don't hold your breath. I'm saying how can you breathe? Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. I'll dig my grave on a pretty day, and I'll pick some flowers on the way just in case I stay. I'll lose my mind. Oh, 'cause it's nice to find. But I'll see the sights and I'll take my time to be sure it's mine. I caught a glimpse in the window. I caught a glimmer of what I was hoping to see, and everybody can stand there folding their arms. They're saying don't hold your breath. I'm saying how can you breathe? I believe it if it sounds a little too right. I'll rest easy when it's written in the moonlight, and that ain't a leap of faith, no baby. I'm not brave. I'm not brave, no baby. I'm not brave. I'm not brave, no baby. I'm not brave. I'm not brave. Oh baby, I'm not brave. I'll fall behind just to realign. Then I'll change my mind and change my mind and change my mind. I caught a glimpse in the window. I caught a glimmer of what I was hoping to see, and everybody can stand there folding their arms. They're saying don't hold your breath. I'm saying how can you breathe? And then go and take an online class and get your degree in shaking that booty. Clap, clap, clap. That was not the plan. But once again, how are you supposed to stop magic when you feel it happening? Sippy time. Thank you all for being here. I guess I have another one. And then, you tell me the ones you want me to play. I think I have an idea because we're running up against the end of the list of entire songs that I've ever made. Here's a new one. I've played it before. I think I might have started to play it on the last stream. Let's see. Still sounding good? Nothing spiking? We're all right? Everything good? Thank you to whoever said a sip of daddy's juice. Was I saying that last year, or was that like years ago when I did a stream? I think that might have been a long time ago. Who? Darren earned me. How you gonna call me? You know? My friend, every year I do this, it's just a trap for my friends to see who's not watching it. And if they call me, I know. All right, this is, let's try it. I might have to change the key, so don't be scared. Very similar beat to that last one, but luckily, entirely different chords. I'm kidding. It's in this key. All right. Well, the fire said to me, man, you're burning up for free. See, I don't even glow unless I'm shorts for show. So maybe leave it to the fates. They always need something else to something else. I don't know the lyrics, and it's 100% too low. Let's see how this goes. I don't know if I what's this? I can go really high. See how it goes. Why not? Well, the fire said to me, man, you're burning up for free. See, I don't even glow unless I'm shorts for a show. And maybe leave it to the fates. They always find a decent waste of what you know. And then the river said to me, dude, you're flowing through the sea. See, I don't even try unless the ground is looking dry. And maybe leave it to the fates. They always need another waste of peace of mind. But how much later really is later? I don't think that's really a favor. I've got blood and brain on the ceiling. Hey, that's fine, it's part of the feeling. And take your time and really hurry, 'cause healthy people work when they worry that they're fine, but not exactly. Hey, anybody else would be happy. Thunder told me straight, kid, the louder part can wait. See, I don't make a sound until the lightning hits the ground. So baby, leave it to the fates. They always need a new mistake to come around. Oh, oh, oh. And then the blizzard made me swear, first to feel it in the air. She don't take a shot if every day is looking hot. She told me, leave it to the fates. They always need another face that's in a knot. Oh, oh, but how much later really is later? I don't think that's really a favor. I've got blood and brain on the ceiling. And hey, that's fine, it's part of the feeling. And take your time and really hurry, 'cause healthy people stop when they worry that they're fine, but not exactly. Hey, anybody else would be happy. Oh, they'd be happy. Oh, la da 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 da. I'm just gonna run through them. When I was a boy, Sorry, got it. I'll do Magic Works Simple. I'm not done this song. No, it's not your fault, Boo. Trust me. I just needed to roast myself. Cheers to being 29. I can do mothers and fathers. Let's finish. Let's wrap this one up. Ready? The moon said, I agree. When I'm full, ain't up to me. So make a little mark whenever nighttime ain't so dark. And if the morning makes you wait, at least you know you stayed awake for pretty long. Enough of that friggin' beat. I'm sure I was driving y'all crazy. It's in one ear for me. Half the annoyance. All right, what the hell am I supposed to do now? Spooky Boy, Magic Works Simple, or Mothers and Fathers. Mothers and Fathers is a low one. We can see how that goes. I can try to... How does Mother and Fathers go? Can I go that high? What would be lower than that? Let's think. Use your fucking noodle, Dommy. Oh, I said the F word. It's all right. And Mark, this was not for kids.
My mom is watching.
Well, it didn't give me the option. Is this safe for moms? I would have obviously marked no. Will this be too high? Well, there's only one freaking way to find out, Mrs. Barry. We found that everything we know was counting that the ground moved, passionate and slow. We sung a couple honest parables of promise, hearing words we all miss that change how they all go. We something. I didn't want. This one's not on the set list for the record. How about this? Watch this. Google.com. Mothers and Fathers. Dom Farah. Oh, bless. All right, here we go. We're back in business. Thank you, Google. Thank you to all the tech giants that made this possible for me. Your industry is magic to me. And for that, I dedicate this song to you. We chose a direction and we ran. We saw a way to bargain with everything we had. We sung a broken series of metaphors and theories, screaming, can we hear these? Tell us we're not mad. How does this part go? What? I didn't plan for this one, did I? Then the thunder. Nope. No. It's. Let's think. Let's see the chords in your mind. What would be that one? No. I don't know. Then the thunder and water no. Stay in bed a bit more. We ain't found some new shore. Listen, I know, I'm very aware that what I should have done was have all of them ready, but that's not how it worked.
Now you know how I feel when you make me sing on that song.
It's probably a little different for you as well because it wasn't your song. It wasn't your music that you spent like weeks and weeks putting together that you should know very well. Okay, anyway. We froze in place like it was true. We knew the world had just changed, but nothing on it moved. We sung our favorite questions that felt more like confessions, dodging all the lessons that we already knew. We fought the weather and the stars. We threatened every fortune that wasn't in the cards. We thought about our gravestones, crossing different time zones, people in our old phones and not caring where they are. Let me use the noggin again. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Mothers and fathers will figure it out. Stay in bed a bit more. We ain't found some new shore. I'll just get to this part, right? And I'm holding on, trusting in an ancient thing. And Harry Potter is a real life man. I'm holding on a single string. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's move on. Let's do the next one.
They like easy thing or
Easy thing. Let's try it. I bet, you know what I bet I could do too? I bet for easy thing there's a beat that works in this that I've already made. Let's think. Nope. It was a new thing I just picked, and it was the same thing. No, that's not gonna do it either. That's fine. I'm gonna do it like the way I did Breathe. Let's do this. Let's go high. That's where I'm at. Ready? Well, thinking started feeling like burning, winding back and unlearning, nothing left to find out. I'm looking for an easy thing. No, I ain't climbing on over. Give me something, I'm older. I ain't hanging around. I'm looking for an easy thing. 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 I'm pull up the lyrics. Google.com to the rescue again. Let's just hear what we're going to do. Delete mothers and fathers. Easy thing.
somebody wants to know what mic you're using.
Don Farrell lyrics. This is the Blue Yeti Pro. That's it. I do nothing special to it. It is plugged into GarageBand with GarageBand drum kits.
Ryan says, does anyone know a song about if Harry Potter is fictional?
I happen to know a couple of those. All right, here we go. It's focused. Well, focus has got me feeling distracted, calmly overreacting, no more wondering how. I'm looking for an easy thing. No, I don't think it needs solving. I'm not stuck, I'm evolving. I won't question it now. I'm looking for an easy thing. Oh, I'm looking for an easy thing. Oh, I'm looking for an easy thing. I'm looking for an easy thing. And I only know what I need when I'm bleeding. And I wanna know what I need when I need it. And I only know what I need when I'm bleeding. But I wanna know what I need. 'Cause I'm like, oh no, 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 no. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh no, 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 no. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Well, searching has got me feeling this. Searching, I'll tell you what it's got me feeling like. Losing, calculated, refusing. I don't wanna slow down. I'm looking for an easy thing. You've got no reason to save me. Just give me something here, baby. I just wanna be found. I'm looking for an easy thing. 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 And please, I wanna know, the right way. I wanna mean it like it's beating in my veins. Oh, I swear I feel it, feel it, feel it. Some days, and I'll hold it through the waves, but I only know what I need when I'm bleeding. And I really just want to know what I need when I need it. I want to know what I need when I'm bleeding. But I need to know what I need. 'Cause I'm like, oh no, 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 no. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh no, 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 no. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh no, 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 no. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh no, oh no. What's the next one? Patience. You know what it is, actually? The thing about patience is that patience has got me crawling through minutes. Now I'm well aware when I'm in this, 'cause I ain't waiting around. Oh, oh, no, I ain't waiting around. No, 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 I know, I know, I know the easy thing. Oh, I know, I know, I know, I know the easy thing. I swear I know, I know, I know. What are the words again? Oh yeah, the easy thing. Well, that was fun because you know what you got to do in a live show is turn like a 2.5 minute song into about a 15-minute one. It's usually what people like. What's next, baby?
People still want Magic Works Simple.
Well, we'll see how that one goes. I'm gonna maybe keep it in the same key.
Somebody wants the song you did on my TikTok, Beyond the Sea.
The only thing that's hard about that is that I don't know the chords. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing somewhere beyond the sea. Is it just sea again? Because sometimes he says shore. See, oh yeah, she's there watching for me. And if I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. I'm ending it there on the minor chord.
Everyone still wants.
Magic works simple. Kind of sounds like your song. I'm noticing a pattern. Maybe I should do it here. Nope. Ooh, I don't know if I know how to. I don't know. Ooh, there's a very important chord here that I'm not sure I know how to play. Let's see. F minor ukulele. It's not really an F, but that's where it is in the original ukulele tuning. Oh, that's not so bad. What? That can't be right. I guess that's right. All right, it's an awkward new chord. This is sorry.
Up on the top.
Kala.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like Tarzan's mom.
Her name was Kala?
I think so.
All right. Here we go. Magic works simple with a brand new chord. Well, magic works simple. Well, that's what I'm told. Think less of a new thing. I'm gonna I almost said domfair.com. Google.com. Magic works simple. I'm not joking. When I say that these songs just get out of me and then I don't think about them ever again, I really mean it. It's not just like a thing I say. Here we go. Think less of a sentence. I was going to the next verse. Well, magic works simple. Well, that's what I've heard. Think less of a think less of a sentence and more of a word. See, it's small and all around, and it's patient and it's fair. It's a beauty, never bothered to tell you it's there. Now magic works simple, or that's what I'm told. Think less of a new thing, see, even less of something old. See, it's on from home to you've been watching how I've been pouring this, all right? That's the effect. You know, listen, kids, don't think you can just start a live stream and be popping into the old Forester 1920, all right? Here we go. See, it's owned moment to moment, kinda common, kinda not. It's a marvel, never startled to hear people forgot. So try it out, don't wait for nothing. It's there, it's something. No, you didn't lose touch. No, you just got older with more bummers to shoulder. But being older makes a fighter. That's why our shoulders all get wider. Obviously. So magic works simple, yeah, that's what they say. It hardly hides off in some magical way. No, it moves by your momentum. You only gotta start. And it's got a bed up in your head, but it lives down in your heart. It's a Mary Poppins around here. Oh, magic works simple, and we've known it all along. It'll find you if you're weak, but it'll stay there if you're strong. Oh, it knows it's second nature, but it wants to be your first. It's easy when it's easy, but it mostly needs your work. So try it out, don't wait for nothing. It's there, it's something. Nah, you didn't lose touch. See, you just got older with more bummers to shoulder. But being older makes you stronger, and you can hold it so much longer. Da 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 da. All right. You know what? The mistake was opening it up for the ones that I wasn't ready for. But was that all right? Please. What's next?
Do my song.
Okay. I don't know if I can. I might have to make it really high. You ready for that?
Yeah.
The high part's gonna have to not go high. Is the compromise here? You ready? I'm gonna pull up the lyrics. I have a feeling this one you might be a little more upset when I forget the lyrics. There we go. Midnights in October down Ferry. This is great. I just use Google every time. What the heck? All right. Think it'll work? There's a story I tell, really just to myself. Like a prayer I sing to empty shores. So how's it sound? Just like yours. How's it sound? Just like yours. There's a spirit over midnights in October, and it's don't cry. And it sings to you and only you. So how did I hear it too? How did I hear it too? Ooh, and will I? No, please. No, it's exactly what. How's the tune goes? I want, and I hate how much I love to hear you come tell me. Let me breathe a minute. No, never mind, I didn't really need it. And if we try to say what we mean, we could be okay. We clearly believe in baby. So we'll try slow. There's an age-old heartbeat calling through the concrete like a marching rhyme I've known was mine. But somehow you walk in time. Somehow you walk in time. I get all your visions, all your near collisions. Every autumn rain we've been through your name. But nothing sounds all that strange. Nothing sounds all that strange. But no, please, no, it's exactly what I want. And I hate how much I love to hear you tell me. Let me breathe a minute. didn't really need it. And if we try to say what we mean, we could be okay. We clearly believe in believing, baby. So we'll try slow. You know what there is actually? There's a spirit over midnights in October, and it sings to you and only you. And now I'm singing too. Yeah, now I'm singing too. Whoa, yeah, now I'm singing too. What's next, buddy?
Last December, Spooky Boy, or
Look up the lyrics again. I'm sorry, guys.
people also want the reckoning.
Anybody? Oh, I can do the reckoning easy. That one. I know those chords. You all know those chords at this point. You know, it's interesting. Some of the songs, they come right up, like the Google brings up a thing right there. How's that go? I'll do the reckoning. Well, one October just came around just to shake the sky and move the ground, just to strongly insist the wind should up and change. And it knocked down walls and bridges too, and it reached more people than we knew, and it left with nothing really left the same. Well, you called it the reckoning, and your voice came through unquestioning. You said the universe is trembling, don't you know? Well, and you felt it coming long before I walked you through your own front door. And I spent just one night on your floor for a few nights in a row. Well, change ain't so sudden, it just hides as it's coming. Is this change or fruition of some hope and ambition? Is this all repercussions? Was this grown out of something that we cursed, that we prayed for, that we knew we could wait for? Well, you called it the reckoning, and you in your perfect notebook lettering, one October leveling all we knew. Oh, and you felt it coming long before I walked you through your own front door. I kissed you on that dancing floor, and I spent, oh my God, I kissed you on that dancing floor. And you held me tight, and I made sure you held me loose. And I by the way, this is what it sounds like when I record these. This is not like a weird version of these songs. This is just this is what happens before you hear the edited one. And you held me loose, and I made sure to hold tight on you. Oh, I'm holding tight on you. Oh, I'm holding tight on you. Do you like that? Before you know me, Let's try it. It might be too low. We can try it. She asked me, baby, did you burn that deal before you knew me like she knew me? She said, I'm lovely with a lonely time till your blood goes blue. Yeah, I know you. And she said, I'm it. I've been dead in your high school bed since you met me. She said, with friends like these, who needs anybody else? She asked me, baby, don't you burn and bleed when I make you happy, like she's happy. She said, I'm nearly never not enough, but go and pray it's true. Yeah, I know you. And she said, I get cold in your ex's clothes that you left me. She said, with eyes like these, who sees anybody else? She said, I'm slipping through your grip like glass, oh, but you're holding on. She said, a thunderbolt ain't built to last, oh, but you're holding on. You're holding on. Holding on, holding on, holding on, holding on and 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 on. She said, I'm screaming warnings, dressed like mornings, black tattoos doing voodoo, pouring out together in any weather you'll come. She asked me, honey, ain't it getting hard to hold and love me like she loves me? She said, I'm older than the golden rule, but we could say I'm new. Yeah, I know you. And she said, what did she say again? Right there? What did she? I'm in bed in a good girl's head, and you let me. She said, with friends like these, who needs anybody? She said, with eyes like these, who needs anybody? She said, with dreams so strong, you belong to nobody else, to nobody else. Ha 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 ha. Oh, spooky, spooky. Fine. I'm gonna play it exactly the same way. Spooky Boy and the Charm of Souls. Well, spooking is my favorite thing. A little booty use a little spooky song that I sing, and I've been sneaking week to week, and baby, spooking is my favorite thing. Bop, 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 bop. Spooky boy, you gotta help me take this charm to the pumpkin tree. But it's Halloween, I'm spooking. Well, I'm dead now, so you gotta ba da 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 da. Spooky boy, hang that charm on my arm so no harm will alarm you, alright? I swear that I care, you can trust me. You must need to spook folks tonight. Yeah, I do. Well, you can. Hey, crew. Spooky boy is a spooky toy. Trade the charm to us and give yourself a spooky joy. Yeah, this is weird. No, it's not. Well, you don't know what you got. So take a seat, hotshot. See, unfortunately, that's a fortune for me, and it holds the souls that are bold and free. It's an artifact like a heart attack, and it must be given willingly. So give when I ask, and I'll give you this mask. It was forged in the storms of nightmares past. Or you can fight for your life. Listen, what your favorite thing is Halloween night. Deal. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. And then it goes like, oh no, oh no, I don't really want this at all. Those are the souls being sucked into the charm of souls. See, it was stolen. If you're not following the story without the puppets, it was stolen by a man named, I think his name's Alabaster Scratch, if I remember correctly. And Spooky Boy's running around in this cool mask. Scares people. All right, let's go. Well, I made a mistake, poor boy, too late. It was fate when you sealed the deal. Now you can moan and groan like the souls I own, or wager your own to steal. Spooky fight on a spooky night. Have you ever seen a more spooky sight? Ha 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 ha. Halloween. Alright, fine. Well, you lost Halloween, my spooky little thing. Well, some things are more important than my favorite thing. Now give me that charm. No! Boo. Take it. You know, I avoided playing that one last time for reasons that I'm sure are now crystal clear. It's a weird one to do. Anyway, what's next? How's that the one I remember all the words to? I don't know, brain sickness. Huh? I can't even begin. I don't even remember where that starts. What's next, y'all? I've done all of them, I think. Oh, that's right. Stage. Thank you guys for celebrating my birthday here with me. This might wrap it up. I'm having a fun time. Let me know if there's anything else I've forgotten about playing. All right. This might be too high. Wait, I'm in the corner of the stage. Baby, maybe I should stay a little later, maybe just in case. I love to say you got me cornered on a page, but man, I like a little pain or little changes. Maybe that's the same. Oh my, I know when I'm 25, I'll think in a pretty line. And thank God I still got all this time. But damn, I'm late. I'm bent into a natural state. I got particulars and dates articulated kinda by mistake. Oh, man, I don't remember the next one. I don't remember it. Stage. Dom Farrell lyrics. I was doing so good. I was like, literally, you know what was just going through my head at that moment was, I know these words. And then that's what it'll do it, right?
You're like, how come I'm not forgetting?
Yeah, it's weird. I usually forget right about no. All right. What are we at? I love to wave. How can I forget the friggin' grave line? I love talking about graves.
I promise you to change it to 29.
Oh my, I know when I'm 29, I think And thank God I still got all this time. But man, I'm late. I'm bent into a natural state. I got particulars and dates articulated kinda by mistake. But I love to wave at every vision from a grave. But man, I'd rather it explain the wind and rain and maybe why it came in the first place. Oh my, I know when I'm 29 I'm thinking a pretty lie. And thank God I still got all this time. But wait, I'm in the center of the stage. Baby, maybe I should frame that bloody painting telling me my name. 'Cause if it works, you'll see a boxer and a curse. But if it's buried by the church, the holy dirt might make it something worse. It might make it something worse. It might make it something worse. Harry Potter is a real-life man, and I know him very well indeed. And he meets me at the coffee shop by my house, and we catch up often. And I know his work schedule, so I don't bother him. What's next?
This one's straight from your mom, alright?
What's mommy want?
Mother Nature.
We all know I'm keeping it in the same key. I don't know why I keep changing them. Let's get to Google. What's it called? Mother Nature, Dom Farrah lyrics. All right. Thank you, Google. Shout out to Google for doing my job. Excuse me. All right, let's see it. Hey, am I dead in the cold ground? Am I bleeding from the neck down? Am I making it work? Yeah. Hey, now I could talk to Mother Nature and tell her that I don't hate her, but this part don't gotta hurt. Whoa, 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 whoa. And she said, darling, I get it, but this is where you were headed. Yeah, this is just how it goes. Whoa, whoa. So wait, well, can I still come up short now? Can I fight when I don't know how? And can I trick bad luck? Yeah. Hey, now I think I'll talk to Mother Nature and tell her that I won't chase her, but I'll be trying to keep up. Whoa. And she said, darling, I get it, but this is where you were headed. Yeah, this is just how it goes. Make me healthy, make me okay, make me wealthy on a bad day. They're exclusive, but it's loose if I don't care. And I'm trying, but not always, 'cause I'm dying for some old ways. I can't leave when I still see them in the air. They're in the air. They're in the air. They're in the air. They're in the air. I do that with all of them. All right, what happens next? No, I'm not done. So wait, maybe I'm realizing bleeding out ain't compromising, and it sure ain't the end. No, 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 no. Hey, now I think I'll sing to Mother Nature and tell her I'll never blame her, 'cause she always lets me pretend. Oh, 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 oh. That was a good suggestion, Mommy. That one was fun. What's next?
Okay, so people want monster song, or want me to, or just an old fashioned.
Want me to? Nobody likes that song. I don't know if I can do that one on this.
Or an old fashioned.
I can do a Q&A after a couple more. I'm having fun. And I will stop as soon as it sounds so bad that I watch the number go down. I need whatever you need. I don't think I can do this. No. What was the other one? Monster song? Hip, hip. When you're on a holiday, can't find the words to say. This can't be right, no, I made a mistake. Get the notes that I typed by the edge of the lake. Seen that scar like a star from the back of the bar, saying stay, baby, stay where you are. Now check for the sketch, it's in black, it's a mess, but it's clear who's the one by the mark on the chest. Never knew I could do what I hated, and you saying run, baby run, this is new. Well, the moon's not burning through my skin tonight, so maybe that's never been true. And the views are different when you think you're right, and the lake is nothing but blue. Oh my goodness. I learned in the field when to fight, when to yield. See if silver don't kill her, it makes quite a shield. Broken eyes got a price, cut me up more than twice. Crying no, baby, no, just be nice. Oh, I'm up every night, I'm holding up the light to the blood on the bark. Gotta paint it just right, making sure I see that it's her, never me. Laughing you, babe, it's you, seems to be. When the moon's not burning through my skin tonight, so maybe that's never been true. And the views are different when you think you're right, and the lake is nothing but blue. So maybe I knew, and I tried to fight off the change, and I died. I'm screaming out loud, my, I know that this face, it ain't mine. I know that this face, it ain't mine. So the moon's not burning through my skin tonight. So maybe that's never been true. And the views are different when you think you're right. And the lake is nothing but blue. Ooh, all right. What was next? Was there another one? Kind of played all of them. Oh, my part.
The best song on there.
Let me see if I can set a backtrack to my part. I think that'll work with the.
People also want anything from Decked, but mostly Last December. This one's for you, Michael.
All these people want it. Yeah, Michael, my friend Michael. Oh, last December was nice. A dream basked in embers and ice. Just holding her hand above magic made land. In the snowflakes so perfect like rice. Sure. Oh, last December was nice. Oh, last December was perfect. Brawling and showing my worth. Punching and pounding for round after round in across metropolitan turf. Right? Oh, last December was perfect. Over and over we look with bliss to the times we love best. So low, and behold, if we reminisce with a good-natured wink to the Christmas we miss, we can make sure this one beats the rest. Oh, last December so long. Bye-bye, adios. You were great, and your date will stand strong. And though we'll think now and then how I saved Earth again, or how her kiss was like one in a song. Oh, last December so long. Over and over we look with bliss to the times we love best. So low, and behold, if we reminisce with a good-natured wink to the Christmas we miss, we can make sure this one beats the rest. Oh no, he's back, the cowboy. Oh, over and over I shoot him up. It was a pirate. Arr, over and over I touch the booty. Clap, 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 clap. Whoop. Not funny. You didn't like it? I can tell when Shannon, she goes like this when it's like, she's like, yeah, I'm amused. She goes, yeah, oh yeah, callback. Callback to the booty thing. Very funny. That's it. I'm not singing the next part. I'm tired of it. What's next?
I think.
Having a great birthday, everybody. Thank you so much for this.
The only other one I saw was Time Alone.
Time Alone. Oh, I didn't do anybody or my part. Mm-hmm.
Part in Time Alone.
I'll try to do my part. Let's see how it goes.
My favorite.
It's the same chords as Space Frog, and you're not meant to notice this. color of keeping the summer, of losing a number, then making up for it. That's not the words there. I'm gonna look up the lyrics to this one too. Just everyone just groove for a little bit. Straight ahead, donfarah.com. No, not straight ahead. Oh my God, what's this called? My part.
Everyone wants to know if the stream will stay up.
The stream will stay up. I'm afraid. Okay. I know the color of killing the summer. Of picking a number, then picking fights with it. I know it's how I cope. When December comes, I hope the new year gets what it wants and holds off for a couple more months. And I know it's breaking, but I don't think I can do it in this key. Hold on a second. We can figure this one out. Should I just move on, do you think?
If you're not feeling it, move on. It is close.
You belong among the wildflowers. Let's see if I can do it in this one. I know the it's so hard for me to find them sometimes. I don't think I can do it, y'all. Sorry. For another day. Wait. I know the color of killing the summer, of picking a number, then picking fights with it. Like I know it's how I cope. When December comes, I hope the new year gets what it wants and holds off for a couple more months. And I know it's breaking bottles, the lightning storm I found. But if it's keeping hot, I'll be burning till I drown. And if it snaps me sideways, or if it stops my heart, I ain't to blame, no, I just did my part. I heard in a blizzard. It's still too high.
That was good. Move along. That was
All right, moving on.
We love
I probably need a little more of this, don't you think? A little more of that. I almost called it Daddy's Juice again. A hair.
the hair.
A little, just a small pip. That sounded pretty healthy. Thank you very much. What's next?
I think that's it for
Drinking
songs.
and talk back.
People want a Q&A. People wanted want me to, or
I don't know if I can do want me to.
I think that's it for songs. It's getting late here anyway.
All right, we're going to wrap it up. Yeah, because I'm being loud.
Do some Q&A. Ask them for their cues.
Give me your cues for me to A. How's it feel to be 29? I want to get an end on the major, on now we're done. Thank you, everybody. All right, who wants to know that? What's their name?
Syndexis.
Well, Syndexis. Truthfully, 29's weird, right? It's weird. It's the last one of the 20s. I I'm not that frightened of the getting older. Because to be honest, I could say probably pretty explicitly, things have only gotten better. You know, it's not like I haven't gotten. Sorry, I'm gonna turn off how's that? I turned off the reverb so it doesn't sound like I'm doing this Q&A like in the ether. Yeah, I mean, I'm very confident. I'm confident that things are only it's on the up and up, and I've noticed, career-wise, it's only been different, better opportunities the older I've gotten, and it's hard. You have the moments where you look and you go, especially around and on that 30 is like there's everybody's like that. I'm sure there's people who are older than 30 who what's the word, like scoff at feeling like that's old or whatever. And I don't feel like it's old, but I do think 30 it's an important one, and it's a one that I think a lot of people use as a metric, for better or worse, And so of course I have my moments where I'm like, damn, there are all these things I thought that would happen by 30, and they didn't. But I'm happy. Why are you giving me the wrap up? You gotta play me the Oscar music.
Yeah. Okay, so what's your gas station order when you go into a gas station to get snacks or drinks? Road trip, going to the gas station to get a refreshment.
My gas station order is get gas, get some chips of some sort, probably some salt and vinegar chips, maybe a Gatorade. Usually, probably water, because usually whenever that's like one of those stops, it's because I'm dehydrated. And then as far as like gas station food, my order there is actively campaigning that the other people I'm with don't get the food.
Like snacks, chips and stuff.
Well, chips and stuff, yeah. So I would say salt and vinegar chips. I'm a big fan of. They're those Fritos twisty barbecues.
What is Monster Song about?
What is Monster Song about? Monster Song.
Werewolf. Settle it.
It is ostensibly a werewolf metaphor, I suppose. But the werewolf thing, the moon thing, yeah, it is a metaphor. I mean, that Monster Song is explicitly about spending however long in your life feeling like, usually it's other people who are wronging me. And then eventually time's up, and you take a big long look in the mirror and you go, oh my God, I'm the evil. I'm the bad guy in this one. Hence, the moon's not burning through my skin. It was basically, Monster Song is a reckoning with being wrong or being in the wrong, and it being like not as evil as you were maybe making it out to be.
Human in a way.
But yes, it's about a werewolf.
The album.
The album is, I'll tell you what, when you can expect it is don't. And then when it comes out, you're going to be shocked.
Chloe wants to know, will you be calling your friends after this?
Of course I'm going to be calling my friends after this, Chloe. Of course I am.
Someone says, can we get a Shannon appearance part?
Yeah, you can come. Why don't you come in with me while we're doing these questions now?
Okay.
Anybody got any Shannon questions?
Your lightsaber is going to fall. Here, take this.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. I'm really sorry, because I bet that was the loudest thing that's happened to this whole stream.
Someone says, how do you come up with your lyrics?
After the music is how I come up with them. Usually, I would say 9.8 times out of 10, I'm playing around and I like a tune set to some very different chords, some real out-of-the-box chord ideas that I'm having in that moment. And I think, well, what's going on with me right now? What would I like to exercise and put out? And then I start plucking some words out. I usually do like the mumble take thing where I'll set the music down and then just sort of do the tune and a little bit the rhythm of how I think the lyrics will be. And then every so often I'll say something. I'll be like, better than the sun, killing the summer. And I'm like, oh, that was good. Yeah, killing the summer. That makes a lot of sense. that's usually how it goes.
What movie would you want everyone to watch tonight in honor of your birthday? We watched Spider-Man 2 last
I think you
night
should watch Spider-Man 2.
as it turned into
Yeah.
midnight.
You should watch Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2.
But you stop on the sad Aunt May scene. That's the
Yeah,
cut.
when Peter's about to tell Aunt May that he single-handedly murdered Uncle Ben,
We pause the movie and we're like, and he just goes to lunch with his aunt.
and it's great, and he's happy because he's not being Spider-Man anymore, and he feels great about everything. Yeah.
Let's see. Somebody says Shannon has big Miss Frizzle energy right now. And
Shannon has big Miss Frizzle energy
in general.
in a general sense.
Someone says, how's acting going for me? It's going really well. I'm actually really stressed. I'm like kind of waiting on a big decision to find out if I got a part I really want this week. So we've been trying not to let it ruin Dom's birthday, but I have been checking my email like crazy. So send me all the good vibes. I'll need it if I get the part and if I don't.
Yeah, either way, put out some good feelings.
Yeah, I need that. I need
both
that energy.
both scenarios, the contingency is good vibes.
Michael? That's okay.
For those of you at home, if you had to guess what that was, judging by the sound, what would you think it was?
Michael wants to know how you feel about your roommates.
I love my roommates. Michael.
Ali Perez wants to know your favorite song you've ever written.
I think it's your one.
Me too.
Well, I know that's also not narrowing it down because at this point you got a few of them. But I think it's that Midnights in October one.
Oh, someone wants to know about your experience in your Manscaped commercial.
What was my experience like making that commercial? It was awesome. I mean,
So cool.
It's this dude, Jamie Costa, who's like, you might know him. He does
I think
impressions.
Jamie was
He's
in
an
here a minute
actor.
ago. I don't know if he's still here.
Oh, was he?
Hi, Jamie. He said you're so talented.
He's always very nice to me. He's one of those
He's so
guys
nice.
who's like majorly nice, like in a way where I'm like, man, you're making me in our friendship. I got to step it up, Yeah, but I think that came about because Jamie was doing commercials with them. He had done a few things with them.
And then he brought Dom.
And then he
out
asked
to
me,
bring
yeah,
him in.
because me and Jamie had done stuff in Zach King videos.
And I tried to ask if Dom could keep his costume from it.
I know she liked that
thought it
that
was so
'70s outfit.
Somebody wants to know for the Hero 1 and 2, did you compose the music?
I did,
They
and
have-
that's that. And I'll hear no more of it.
Did you ever want to write a cuss in a song, but you couldn't because the song was meant to be family friendly?
Never because it's meant to be family friendly, but I found it's a similar thing when writing movies. There's something might ask for a certain element, and it could fit in and it could work. But you know that in the swoop of doing it, you will be like excluding a certain amount of people, or you will like be limiting your just who's gonna see it and when and who's gonna watch. Sometimes it doesn't matter because
I'm so
that's
sorry.
okay. Oh, am I meant to do that now? What? Am I meant to do the chat? Oh.
No, I'll be right back.
All right. I'm not, sorry. You all are on your own until she comes back. So usually the decision is not so much like, oh, I want this to be family friendly. Although, of course, when there is something that is in essence, I'm trying to make it squeaky clean. The instinct to add curse words doesn't really come up, I'm not writing like a cute cartoon and I'm like, I think that at this point, he should say possibly every curse word he can think of. That doesn't usually come up that way. Yeah. I'm getting curious about it, but I'm not going to look. In the songs, it's different because I've found that I lean away from it. Because I've noticed in movies, I think I curse a lot, and with my friends, I historically have cursed a lot. I think I might curse less now than I used to, but I would put it in movies because to me that felt very organic and natural to my experience. So that's why there's a lot of F's in Die Now Live Forever and See Through. There's a few of them, and it's because it's kind of phasing out of it a little bit. Did that answer the question?
Yeah. Somebody wants me to ruffle your hair.
Thanks.
Somebody wants to know, how are you and Tim these days?
Tim Kish?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're great. We love each other.
Tim is doing really great.
Tim is doing really great. He just got into law school.
Incredible.
Still being also creative and hilarious, and also going to be like a lawyer. He's very smart. Tim is. I don't know if it comes off this way in the videos. Tim has always had the part of he's funny. He's the funny guy, and he's doing these silly characters, and he's being very goofy and not taking himself very seriously. But Tim is very smart. Historically, Tim's very smart. He's a very clever guy. He was always very smart in school. Yeah.
Okay, people really.
We do a podcast, but I don't know. A lot of people don't know this. Tim and I do a podcast called Reasonable Beef.
Where it's still going.
It's still going. We do it remotely since he left California. We were doing it in our living room. Before that, his living room. Before I lived there, and we still do it. We still do it very frequently.
People want to know the meaning behind breathe.
Well, it's mainly about living in the rainforest. It's about.
Wait, I think I can take this. Isn't it like it's like when people say don't do that, it's not reasonable, but you're like, that's not an option for me. I have to do it.
That's exactly it.
I love that one.
Very
I remember when you like sent me the words for it, and I was like, what?
That was around when I was getting like, when I was realizing like, oh, if Shannon likes the lyrics, it's good. And it became very specifically that I was trying to impress you with a phrase, because I remember you saying like, they're saying don't hold your breath, and I'm saying how can you breathe, and you were like, dang, that's good, and that made me feel good.
Yeah. So he or she, Jesse, says there's a lot of debate about what they're saying don't hold your breath. I'm saying how can you breathe means, but to me it was always like,
yeah, it's about dreaming.
It's like people saying like don't hold your breath, it might not happen, and you're saying don't hold your breath. How can you even breathe without trying to do that?
That's exactly it.
Thank you. I did almost minor in poetry.
Smarter than Tim Kish over here. All right?
I don't know about that. Okay. Oh, what's the meaning behind mothers and fathers?
Mothers and fathers is pretty simply about, it's just growing up. Specifically, like the lyric in my head, there was something that was happening over the last couple of years where I realized, and I've heard people talk about this before, it had a profound truth to my actual experience, but like you start to grow up and you start to realize like, wow, nobody particularly knows what they're doing. Mm-hmm. It's not like you don't hit an age, moms and dads, mothers and fathers do not just like suddenly know how to be like a grown-up adult person. I'm starting to have friends who have babies and friends who are just a little bit older having babies, and you're like, oh, that's just, I'm kind of there age-wise. And there's something that's scary about that, and there's something that's also very relieving about that, because when you think about growing up and you feel like there's always this age of people sort of watching over things, there's people who are going to make things okay, and then you start to get to that age and you're like, oh, they also didn't know what they were doing when they were making things okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm just as well off. That's it.
What's your favorite video you've ever made? So like short
what is video?
Film,
oh, short films
film,
too?
or I guess just
see-through.
Any video. I love see-through.
Sorry, I don't really need to hear myself. It's just letting me know if I do get too quiet. See-through is my favorite.
Best celebrity encounter in LA.
There's some one. I got. Hold on. Let me figure this out, because there's some encounters that I think are really funny, but I don't know if they're like putting anybody on blast.
Oh, I'm trying to think.
One time, here's a very normal, simple one. I was walking into this club that Jack Howard was getting me into because his agent or manager was able to get him in, and they have like an account or whatever it is. And I was just talking to Jack, being like, man, this is awesome. This is cool. I don't even think we're going to feel that out of place. And I opened the door and made physical contact with, what's his fucking name? What's his dang name? Chris, not Evans, not Pratt, not Hemsworth.
Pine?
Chris Pine. I
Wait,
ran
I didn't know
directly into Chris Pine, and I was like, oh! And he was like, and just continued to he just continued living his life.
We won't feel that out of place.
That was like that was the nature of the conversation I was having with Jack. I was like, this is gonna be cool, man, and like I'm feeling good, and I don't think it's gonna be weird.
My really embarrassing one that brings me like a lot of shame when I remember it is one time I went to Disneyland with Nathan. I think I told you this, but like we were just eating lunch at this place, and I looked up and I saw the little girl who played Renesmee in the Twilight movies, but like grown up, like she was
You
a
have
teen
told me
now.
this.
Oh, I regret this so bad. And I saw her and I was like, Nathan, I think that's Renesmee. Like that's that little girl. And he was like, who? And I was like, I think that's her. And I like looked her up on Google and I like showed her to Nathan. And when I looked back at her table, maybe a table away from me, she had like switched places with her parents, so her back was to me. And I was like, she
saw
me
you staring.
seeing her.
Yeah,
I felt
yeah.
so bad. Also because she was like probably I think is still a minor at that point, and I was just staring at her, Googling her.
We've seen
Oh, I feel terrible when I think
We've
about
seen
it.
the janitor
from
from Scrubs
the janitor lives
walking
like
his
right
dog.
by my house,
Yeah,
I think.
I've seen him a handful of times, and of course, I under my breath say, janitor.
Is there a D Fear quote that you guys like still quote with each other all the time, like you and Michael or you and Tim?
There isn't a D Fear, like not necessarily something that's been in the video, but we have some long running ones. Something that came up recently because I got a Switch and I got Smash Brothers, and it unlocked this part of my brain from high school when whatever Smash Ultimate, whatever one was out when like we were in high school, I would play Diddy Kong, and somehow, usually these things started with Tim Kish in some way, but somehow someone said something to the tune of, he's got bongo jetpacks and dueling peanut pistols. It's very much like a Rocket Raccoon, a premonition of a Rocket Raccoon impression. And that stuck around for a while. And it had nothing to do with anything. It's not like, oh, we would say that in a certain situation. It was just, someone would go, bongo, and he would just stop it because that was enough.
Somebody says, do you have any new skits or short films coming down the pipeline? Technically,
yes.
There's one that we shot.
Shannon and I shot a quarantine Spider-Man short, a Peter and MJ short, just in the apartment.
I really want it to come out. Dom has
It's
to
good.
edit
I just
it.
need to finish it. Yeah, I've had like a job stuff come
Don't
up.
worry,
I'm
guys.
working
I
with.
nag him every day. I'm like, when is Spider-Man coming out?
Yeah, I'm trying. Skit wise, there's one skit that Tim and I want to do so much.
Is it the Thanksgiving?
It's the
one?
Christmas one,
yeah.
where it was like at the time we wrote it 3 years ago at least, and it was about Tim and I packing up to go home for the holidays and like realizing that we didn't want to and that it was stressful, and doing like improv games with each other of like, okay, I'll be your mom and you be my dad, or and
I'm so sad that one never got made.
I've thought about doing a Zoom version of it because it's not like it doesn't work that way, but at this point maybe
we
I'll
might
just
also be working with our friend Logan on a new skit.
Oh yeah,
he had talked to
our friend Logan,
famous
the secretly
writer of The Boys.
Writer on The Boys, Logan Ritchie, secretly the funniest of all of us.
Oh yeah, not secretly.
Not a secret to us, but
funniest of all.
maybe don't know how much that's he projects it, but kills us constantly.
Joe Penn says he misses us and happy
I missed you,
birthday.
Joe Penn. I missed
Your
you.
poetry book is incredible.
Your poetry's great. Thank you for your Joe put out a poetry book. I don't know. I'm not trying to like overload your capacity here, Joe. If you have a link or if there's somewhere that can be still purchased, please put it in the chat.
I don't know. It was like an April. Release.
Yeah, it was like an escape roll. I know he
But
did like a
maybe
limited
it's still
amount.
out.
Joe's a great poet,
Incredible. You should follow his Instagram.
great actor,
Do you know
great
his
writer
Instagram
in
off
general.
the top of your head? I love his poetry.
Is it
on
not just-
Instagram. I think it's like J. Something.
Yeah, it's J
J-A-Y
something, J-A-Y something. Well,
He's
we'll put it in.
me
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Dom
yeah.
follow. Yeah. I'll look it up.
He's great, and he wrote a little personal poem for me. Joe Penn, who y'all may know as some of you if you've been around long enough. In Kenny Bassender, he plays my boss at the video store, and Joe has been one of those guys through my entire high school experience and beyond that was just very much immediately in that sort of like mentor-y friend position, looking out for me, and I appreciate him to this day. Thank you, Joe Penn.
So warm. What do you wish you could tell yourself at 19? You're 29 now. 10 years.
Chill.
Chill out.
You ever hear the song Vienna by Billy Joel? It's a lot of lessons to learn in there if you're around that age.
Which one's that?
That's the one. Slow down is I think the first lyric. Yeah, I would say chill out, man. I would probably say also, like, it's great that you care if you are hurting people's feelings intellectually. It's great that if that's like something that's important to you, but you need to pay more attention to it. Because caring if you've hurt somebody's feelings or if you're being selfish or reckless isn't enough sometimes. You know, you got to also like check it and go out of your way. Because I think sometimes,
be better.
yeah,
Totally.
I would definitely say that to 19-year-old me. I would just say chill. Just chill, man. Crying out loud. I hate that guy.
Don't worry so much about all the colleges you're going to get into, because it really, if you want to go to college, you could go to any college and it won't matter. Just get an education.
Almost certainly doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
If anyone's out there, I would say, here's what I'll say. We're coming from a very particular industry. In this, I could speak for our circle of things. Doesn't tend to matter. Doesn't tend to matter that much.
Yeah.
You might meet people who will matter to you, which I certainly had, but that's kind of true of anywhere. Anyway.
Darby says, happy birthday from your in-laws.
Thank you, Darby.
Okay, Joe's Instagram is J Squad.
J Squad.
J-A-Y Squad. And if his book is still out, you'll need to buy it. And if not, I'll put one of his...
if not, just look through his stuff, because he's got the poetry posted.
And I'll post my favorite one in my stories. It's like about the stars. And it blew my mind. I remember reading it and being like so offended that I didn't come up with it first. And that's how you know
Shannon
you really
has more than
something.
one time told me that it is her favorite poem. She's been like, I'm like, what are you thinking about? She's like, Joe's damn poem.
Okay, which of the Spider-Man is your favorite Spider-Man?
It's Toby.
It's not Andrew? I thought it was Andrew. We're talking about the Spider-Man, not the movies, right?
Of the actors?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it is Andrew.
I thought Andrew was...
I think it is
Spider-Man.
I think it is.
But the movies is...
It's hard because I'm very clouded by how important the Toby ones are to me, and how good I think he is in them. But when I think about, my like on-screen Spider-Man.
Do you remember when we met that guy at Target and I took y'all's picture in front of the meatballs? Yeah. He's here. He says, "Hey, dog, it's Melvin.
Meatball
awesome
Melvin."
To meet you at Target.
That's a mean. I'm saying meatball because we were in front of meatballs. Wow, great to see you.
That's amazing. Oh, Christian's here. Hi, Christian.
Hi, Christian. We're gonna work again soon, Christian. Sooner than you think. Surprise.
Christy A says college sucks. College does suck. I want to encourage everyone who wants to go to school and wants to go to college,
Yeah.
but it's a hard time. You learn a lot. Dom and I frequently talk about, we both, I don't want to say have no use for our college degrees because we're very lucky to have them, but we don't use them
Here's the
for
thing.
our
The degree
our
itself.
jobs.
Yeah, like the putting on your resume that the degree is a thing you have.
But we both talk a lot about how much we grew in those 4 years and
who we met specifically through it and
why it's such a nice sort of insular before you go out into the big scary world, like a
I know for me it was very important because it was the first step in me getting like a little cut down to size. I think it was like a slow burn, but like
my first big failure was like not getting into the college that I wanted to get into. Not that obviously I had failed before in my life, but I remember it
struck you then.
Yeah, I was like, wait, not everything I want to happen happens.
Yeah, it's a good lesson.
It really is. Where do you see yourself in 6 years? That's a really scary question.
6 years to the day?
35, right?
Yeah. I would have hoped to have I would like to have made a movie. I would.
I would like to be in that movie. Just throwing that out there.
Well, they're one and the same. Yeah. Chin chin.
What was your intention with Easy Thing?
My intention with Easy Thing was me coming out of a fog of feeling like everything in your life was meant to be a struggle and anything worth having should be hard, and that you need to really just think hard about everything and every decision you make. And Easy Thing was it was just a freaking sorry.
My mom is still watching.
I'm sorry, Susie Barry. It was a scream into the cosmos of like, I am uninterested in something being difficult. I want. It was kind of romantic. It was a little bit about like wanting to find someone who like it's just easy with, and there's not all this work, or there's not a lot of qualifying that has to happen. It's just like, oh, this is easy. It's happening. That makes sense?
I'll never forget you sending me the I guess voice memo of you playing it for the first time, and we were home for Christmas. I was in my childhood bedroom, and I remember being like, this is
I like easy
so good. I remember being like, oh, this is gonna be the song, and then it was. And all my friends were obsessed with it. And I still remember I have that voice memo on my phone of you being like, it goes with something like this.
That was one I started in my bedroom at home. It was like, and I didn't have a keyboard, I don't think, back there. So I was doing it all, or no, I must have had something. I must have had like my old like elementary school years electric keyboard that like doesn't have pressure control. It's just like an input, and you hit the thing, it just goes in as that signal. And I continued it that way as well, because when I got here, wasn't I using Tim Kish's his little keyboard? It was probably this big. It was barely an octave, and I think I recorded that whole song on that. Because
you use my old roommate Emily's,
and now I use
or Dan's.
I think it's Dan's. This M Audio.
Whoa. Somebody says they're gonna play "Breathe" at their wedding.
Nah.
That's so nice. Wouldn't that be crazy?
I don't know why that was my reaction.
Somebody says, would you play at a wedding if they asked you to?
I would, but as you've seen from this experience, it would be a thing like
I'd have to a big board with the words up.
It would have to require either that I'm in the midst of playing things live, and that's like a rhythm I'm in, or it would require lots of rehearsal.
Somebody says, what's your favorite book?
Favorite book?
Read a lot of Stephen King. Dawn reads like
I do like a lot of Stephen King.
Creepier books.
Yeah, but supernatural spooky. I don't love it.
Not like murder creepy.
I do not like real life creepy, because I'm like, this happens. Like I'm not I'm not being taken away. I'm being kept very firmly on Earth. It might be like Salem's Lot, his vampire one.
Stephen King?
Yeah. That might be my favorite.
What flavor was your birthday cake? Do you know?
I don't know. It's a chocolate something.
So
our friend Hannah got it
last year when I couldn't go to the store to buy a cake. She went to
this
fancy bakery and bought Dom a cake. And then this year she was like, "Does Dom need another cake?" And I was like, "Yes, please." She dropped it off today. We haven't even done candles and singing yet.
None of that. This was obviously the most important thing.
Absolutely.
I needed to step in front of people
to feel alive.
Yeah.
Somebody says, what is the first thing you made that you felt held up after a few years? Something you look back on and say, yeah, that was genuinely good.
The first time I felt that way?
Or something you feel that way right now about that you look back.
What still holds up?
See-Through wasn't that long ago, but you always say...
See-Through holds up. I still think it's my best one. Weirdly, because I had a whole journey with this one, but I've come back around to thinking Ellie Hart was...
I love Ellie Hart.
I was pecking at something
Is that because I said it was my favorite?
No, it was when we watched it. But I mean, it was the same time.
When Dom and I were just first getting together, we had to, obviously, there was so much information about him online that I was like, I can't just watch all this by myself. And
I think you mean my greatest mistake.
And so we sat and watched like all of his short films in a row. He really suffered that day.
Yeah, I didn't love it.
But I loved Ellie Hart. That one just feels like, they all feel like movies, but that one really feels like a movie.
Ellie Hart, it was accidental.
In it. Is it you and Seth?
It's me and Seth.
Seth is so like grounded and good.
Yeah, Seth is great in it.
He's great in everything, but in that one, there was just a lot of heart.
I love too like that. That was like we were flipping type as well, where it was like I was like Seth clearly, even in the movie, clearly more handsome and like stronger. He's the one who's like had a long-term girlfriend that he's holding on to, and he's more of a bleeding heart about it. And I was the like, yeah, I'm just playing the field, baby, as if that was how I was.
Is there any future Displacements content planned?
No.
Nothing planned.
There's nothing planned.
Think you're not against the world.
Me and Ryan Blewett. I will say this: Ryan Blewett
created
perhaps
Displacements with you.
Yeah, Ryan. I told him Displacements casually, after I went on a walk and I don't remember, I was stressed about something and I was like, I would like to think about a new idea. I would like to think about something new. And I was walking around looking at people going past me on the street, and perhaps not for the first time in my life, I thought, what if someone was from a different time? That all these people I'm walking past. And then I told Ryan, and Ryan was stoked. And he had all these great ideas. He was saying, what if there was a guy who was from like the year 1 and he's working a toll booth because that's where that was like the only thing he could get sort of placed. Like they were able to like keep him sort of away from people and stuff, and it was just this crazy like brainstorm thing that happened with me and him. And then we made the short, and then Ryan to this day insists
he's in it, right?
Ryan is in it. Ryan is in it probably a couple times. I'm trying to think. He's at least in it once. He pulls Joey Richter away. Yeah. So and Shannon's in that as well. Shannon is playing like Joey Richter's girlfriend date in that scene where he's like tells her.
Looking back, that day was so funny. Like, it was the first time Dom ever asked me to be in one of his things. We were probably just barely friends. I was Ryan's friend, and Dom
I
was
saw
Ryan's
you
friend.
at things. I would see you when we would go somewhere.
And I remember, it's so weird looking back now. It was so long before we dated. I remember sitting there telling the table about the boy I had a crush on, and you were there, and it wasn't you.
I was like, I'll go for it.
You guys sound super cute together.
Like, you gotta go for it. Yeah. So no, there's not a plan, but it is one that probably exclusively due to Ryan Blewett, it is an idea that comes up
Ryan
over
says,
and over.
Give me and Dom the money to
Please,
make a displacement
we
feature.
will. Ryan is ready to knock a displacements feature out of the friggin' park. See, I pivoted. Friggin's not so bad, right?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Well.
Is that it?
Do you want to do a cheers to everybody?
Yeah, let's do a cheers. It's got to be it.
My,
I'm having fun, but it's probably time.
We can do a few more questions if you want.
If there's any more questions, go for it now,
Fire
or we're gonna
Quick
end
round. Somebody says, "What's Joey Richter like to work with?"
He's the nicest man.
He's so nice.
He is a very, very nice man. And so is Lauren. Like, they're just great. They were just down. And again, they didn't really like know me. It was like I met them at Bufferfest, and it was like, hey, do you have any interest in doing this? And they were 1,000% enthusiastic and down and just great. And especially on a shoot like that, where by design, we didn't have any money or anything. Like we weren't like, it wasn't a pampered experience by any stretch. And they were just so down. And especially Lauren was like showing up for these lame days where she was just off screen. She was off screen the whole time, and I knew it was important that it was someone who was good because I knew that they were going to be there, like, off camera with the people. So, like, I was like, I wanted to, someone who's going to bring something to it. But I did feel bad when every time she showed up because she was like a reveal that she's the bad guy off screen. And I was like, yeah, so in this one, there's
we're not going to see your
there's
face.
no cameras on you again for the fifth time. That was fun.
That was kind of the thing, though, about
but they're great.
I remember
it was very weird.
I came after a 9-hour shift at work, and I like straightened my hair in the break room. I met them at the bar where we were shooting, and I remember Dom was like, "This is gonna be more of a found footage moment, so we're just gonna shoot it on my iPhone." And I was like, "I came here. I did my makeup for this."
That was a fun one because it was just so easy. Where it was like, I don't know who's filming this, but it was very clear. It was like meant to be like, oh, this guy who's from the future is being spied on by this company or whatever, right? This facility. And so that's all, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who was sitting at the table hiding a phone behind a beer to get the footage of them. It was fun.
Excuse me. Oh yeah, and I think this is public information, but you might be working with Joey and Lauren in a
Oh yeah, that's public. Thing. Yeah. Joey and Lauren are going to be in this animated pilot, and Shannon are in this animated pilot that I'm producing for my friend Gary Tremarchi, who's incredible, enthusiastic cartoon dude, very, very talented writer. He has already some series out. There's one called Failing Upward that you should go check out right now that I've done some music for, and I did the opening titles in some of them. I don't remember if it's all of them. And we're doing this thing called Starstruck, and Shannon plays she is the best friend, second main character of the girl who is the like intern who's working for this intergalactic rock star,
I
played by
play-
Joey.
I play a character that's very unlike my
It's
type.
it's very against type, which is why I was also stoked about it. Because Shannon's very much, she's like doing like, okay, whatever. It's just
very
like not-
unhappy
Yeah, it's
dry
awesome.
character. That was a long session.
It's great.
We did it.
I know. I was like, can you go like lower? And you're like,
Can you have less in your voice? Can
Like,
you
I
be
don't
less
think I can.
happy? I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Somebody says, how does it feel looking back on the 25 line in stage now that you're
well,
29?
the 25 line I wrote when I was 26. And it was sort of a joke. That was sort of the point of it.
That you never came out with your songs on time? I thought that's what you said.
Not explicitly,
Wait, did I roast
Shannon.
you? I'm
Never
sorry.
come out with my songs on time. That's why I've stopped telling people when things come out. Because you can't lose. It just comes out. And then they're like, oh.
That's true.
No, that line was a joke. It was like, because I was squarely in my 26th year in that moment when I wrote the song and when the song came out. And I was like, the joke was like being like, oh, I'll have it all figured out when I'm 25. I'll know everything, you know? Because then the first line after that first chorus is, damn, I'm late.
Oh. I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
I teared up when you were singing that today.
Yeah.
Did you change
When I
it to
changed it to
29?
29?
And I still have so much time.
I don't think so much in a pretty line. I'm getting there.
Somebody says, for the album, are you planning on writing an album? Or are
Yeah.
you sticking to singles? An album.
I'm writing an
will be
album.
coming, but
A
like
lot
you
of the
just
things you
said,
heard
he's
tonight.
not gonna say when.
Not going to say when.
Who knows for real when that would
What
be.
we're stoked about is when we particularly are like fully vaccinated and safe, and I'm not worried about
You can go into
getting Shannon sick.
sessions.
As I've said, she is a sickness magnet. If I'm around someone, if I get it, she's gonna get it. If someone she's around has it,
was
she
a
will
long
get it.
year of us
It was a
having
long
to
year.
be so much more careful.
It
with
was just-
everyone we
it was
know.
crazy.
We haven't been inside a grocery store
Yeah.
since what, Thanksgiving, when we didn't have a turkey and you had to run in.
Yeah,
for
and I went in like
30
10 minutes before it closed.
It's been quite a year.
It was a lot of that, yeah. But when that's a little bit less the case, I'm fully down to start. I've started working with Pomplamoose right now. I'm doing a lot of their video stuff right
You
now.
can see he's directed, I think, the last two videos.
Two of them are out. I did Driver's License and I did the Britney Spears mashup. And even then, it's
Driver's
it's a
License
great
is
great
so
team
good.
of people. It's hard to fully say like, yes, I direct. I'm responsible for these ones. But it's great. They're awesome. But point being, I'm really in this really really perfect, and they're all so nice, and it's so fun, and it's so all the things I love to work on, and it's put me in this perfect little zone where it's film work. I'm doing like video work, and I'm finding locations, and we're shooting, and there's shoot plans, and there's, it's how do we want to move the camera and all that stuff. But also they're all musicians, which is my second big love, as you know from this stream. And so I'm like in this zone
was
right
the
now where I'm just
perfect-
like stoked to start pulling in those people who are just mind-bogglingly talented. That group, and I'm gonna be like, can you please play on this? You wanna play on my song? It's called Harry Potter's a Real Life Man.
Alexander says, how did you and Tim come up with Hans the Lifeguard? Whose idea was it?
Hans the Lifeguard was in the similar vein of Bongo Jetpacks and Dueling Peanut Pistols. Tim Kish just
A voice.
I remember it being in my kitchen, my mom's kitchen at home, and Tim, who knows what the hell prompted it, he just went like, stinky boy, and we all laughed hard enough that he did it again, and then he kept doing it enough times that I was like, in my like commodification of our friendship, as we joke about, I was like, dude, that's funny. We gotta put that in a video. You're gonna be Hans the Lifeguard. And then I think I wrote the first draft, I sent it to him, and then he would, say, oh, let's add this joke and let's add this. And I think that was kind of how that went once it was put onto like a page. But yeah, it was just Tim did a silly voice, a horrible German accent. Yeah, and we just thought it was funny.
Somebody says, at what point did you know that each other was the one?
Me and Shannon Lee Berry?
Am I the one?
Too soon. You know how they say that thing about like, this is horrible, but you know the when you know thing? That is one of those phrases that makes a whole lot of sense the second it strikes you. You're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, right, that's the thing. That first song I played tonight was called Secret. It was very much about that, where it's like, This is a thing everyone's told me over and over again. I've heard it forever. It's in every movie. It's in every TV show. And you don't quite believe it until it's like you are there and you click with someone in that way.
This wasn't the time I knew. It's kind of just a random story, but what really strikes me is one time I was going to work for every year we have to re-audition. It's like very stressful, and I'm a horrible monster.
At where?
At Disneyland.
Yeah.
And I'm a horrible monster the week leading up to it because I'm just nervous. And I left for it, and traffic was terrible, and Disneyland's about an hour and a half away from my house, and I got a little less than halfway there, and I realized I left my ID, so I couldn't get in to get to where the re-audition was, and I just panicked. I didn't have enough time to turn back around and drive back and then make it to Disneyland. So I pulled over to the side of the road and I called Dom crying, and he was like, well, I'll just drive it out to you. So he drove, an hour and a half in traffic to bring it to me. And you were so nice about it.
All said it was a long trip.
I had been so mean the whole week leading up to it. And I remember you just came up to me in my car. I didn't even get out of the car. You dropped it through my window and kissed me on the cheek.
I was like, bye.
And I drove off. And then also today,
that's a
Dom bought
vivid.
me this really pretty ring because he didn't want me to feel left out about not getting a present on his birthday.
Well, you know, whatever.
He got so many presents.
You care about someone. I remember that drive very specifically because I was in the mix of anybody else. Nick was sending me mixes, and I remember listening in the car ride.
There you go. I did you a favor. So
yeah, I got car speaker level mix review.
What's something you're really looking forward to right now? My brother's getting married. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to the trip of that, yeah, because it's gonna be right about
to see
when
my family for the first
we are
time.
We are gonna be second dose vaccinated, like the 2 weeks after the second dose, and then like 3 days later we leave for that little wedding, and that's gonna be huge. I whatever level you think we've been home and not been doing things, up it a couple notches.
Somebody just said, how do you get food if you don't go to the grocery store?
You do the delivery. Yeah. You do like the Target.
We're lucky we can pay for it, but it's not fun.
It's like $10 a pop.
It's not fun. We would
Delivery
much rather
fee.
be able to go in. So we're excited about that. I'm the most excited to go to Target and the grocery store.
Yeah.
If you could choose anywhere in the world to go right now, where would you choose?
Hawaii. I have a fixation on hills of Ireland. And even I would stick to just English.
We were meant to go to Ireland with my parents this year. We're also meant to go visit Dodie in London.
There's something about it that feels very, really calls to me. Not Irish at all. I'm deeply Italian.
What's the biggest lesson you learned from the early days of your YouTube career?
The biggest lesson I learned at this point, what do I take away? What's the biggest thing I take away from it? I would say to not, no matter what the ebb and flow of it is absolutely invaluable to have anyone who gives any semblance of a shit about what you do. And I'm sorry for cursing, but it's true. And it's very easy. I popped in, YouTube. It was a much easier place. There was no, I was putting out a lot of stuff, and I was always making stuff. I was a loser. I was in my basement all the time making stuff, and I will give myself the credit of that. There was a lot of focus that went into it, but it was a lot easier. It was way easier than it was now, just by virtue of that I was posting it for no one, and then it took off in whatever way because there weren't a lot of people doing it, and then it was great. And then I think you have something in your brain tells you when that number starts to go down. And this isn't news. This is how everybody talks about social media right now. But that number, that metric is it's hard to not pay attention to it when it goes down. It's hard to not feel like, well, this certainly means something about me,
the
and it
number
doesn't.
you have, and then not feel jealous of someone else. It's too easy to compare. You know how you, in your head, sometimes you compare the way you look to someone else, but you're like, oh, it's so subjective. Different people find different things beautiful. There's value in different things. But then when it's those numbers.
It's hard when there's a cold,
it's so
hard
not
number.
to translate that
It's
to
very,
worth.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I would, again, you talk about like going back in time, giving yourself advice. I would love to go back and be like, just please don't worry about it. Like, just don't think about this. In some sense, I'm so glad that I do these things. I love that I played music tonight for some people on the internet. I love that. There are times where I think the stress, the bar that set, making stuff, and you get whatever view count, whatever the subscriber number was going up. I sometimes look at it and have a hard time not thinking that it was just like a little twisted and it messed up my trajectory a little bit. You know what I mean?
You were so young too.
I know. It was.
You really had to grow around it.
I had to grow around it in a way. In not. It's not a real complaint because I still do feel very lucky and I love that people are here doing that. But I think about the ways that it kind of warped my perception of what matters and what doesn't, and what's how do you measure feeling better about yourself or feeling okay about yourself, and I think it got a little messed up, and I'm saying that from a position of like, yeah, it was nice, I got to sing this song for a couple hundred people tonight, and then like that's really nice, that's really really nice, and I love that, and I feel more and more, it's truly like the days that go by I only feel more and more thankful that that's a thing that I have. But that said, I do something, I look at it and I'm like, man, I wonder, you know, what shape would I have grown? It's all about expectations versus what happens. And I wonder what expectations I would have set for myself if there wasn't this like horrible little number in a screen that I was paying attention to when I was 16, you know? It's not a boo-hoo story, but I think it's just real. That's how I feel about it. It's realistic. Does that make sense? Yeah. Do I sound ungrateful
No,
or
not
like,
at all.
yeah.
It's just saying like being grateful for that, and then also having to separate yourself and find your worth outside of that number, because the number fluctuates but your worth never does.
All I'm saying is it's nobody's fault except for my own digestion of what it was. Like, I took it in and I did the wrong thing with it. I took it the wrong way. I gave it the wrong level of importance, and I wish I didn't. I would go back and say, you gotta restructure your.
It's late on the West Coast. Your mom's going to sleep.
Good night.
Good night, Mom.
Good night, Mommy. I love you. Thanks for my birth. Appreciate
so
that.
She's the real hero today.
Really appreciate that. Could wrap it up. Any good ones?
Somebody says, when's the last time you watched the Back to the Future series? We watched them in quarantine because I had never seen them.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
You did like them.
The third one is the best. The Wild West.
Well, the third one is the underrated winner of the sequels. The third Back to the Future movie is far more a spiritual sequel to the first one than the second one is. The second one is like, it's a sequel. We're going to up all the rules of everything. We're going to go forward and then we're going to go backward to the first movie. And don't get me wrong, I live for that. I love that. But when there's with space and then like revisiting them and watching the third, I'm like, the third one's good though. The third one is a good time travel story. It does mirror the first one.
The actors are great.
Everyone's good in it. Oh yeah, Mary Steenburgen. Steenburgen.
We have some people asking for a Discord. There is a Discord. I believe you have to be part of Patreon.
Yeah, that's how I have it set up right now.
Explain it.
Right now, I have it set up on my Patreon. Well, there's a sneaky little secret about this. On my Patreon, if you didn't know and you were hesitant about joining it, I don't charge unless I make something. Yeah. You're charged whatever your donation is per upload. And if you, I'm assuming because you're here, you know how I do my channel. Very few and far between. So you could theoretically, I'm not trying to tell you to cheat it, but also I don't care. You could go, you could donate, you could pledge the tier that is the Discord chat, hang out,
content.
Hang out with us in the chat,
bounce
and then
before the next
and then
video.
bounce, and then just peace out. And
well,
I try to give
the
the good news is too in the Discord I do give a heads up. I always say like hey, I'm posting something, or I'm posting 2 things coming up. There's gonna be this one, there's this video and then a talkie video. So if that's too much this month, dip out on Patreon. You can stay in the Discord. I don't care. None of it doesn't matter. I just want to hang out and talk to everybody.
Or you can join my Discord.
You can join Shan's Discord,
That's
has
a Lord
been,
of the Flies
we can
situation.
only imagine, it's like overgrown. Like, do you remember that After Earth film? And that, like, Life After Humans or whatever that.
Pre-quarantine, and I just then forgot about it. And then every time I think about it, it stresses me out because I'm like, I haven't.
There's a
been
whole
in a
ecosystem
while.
going on that Discord.
There's a whole ecosystem. Lots of best friends. I think that about wraps it up.
Does that wrap it up?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to do a cheers?
Sure. What does that mean?
Like, cheers to being 29 and everybody
Sure.
joining you for your birthday.
Cheers to me being 29.
Yeah.
It would be that'd be crazy if you were also turning 29.
Somebody did say happy birthday to, like, my birthday twin or something.
Oh my God. Is there someone's birthday today? Happy birthday to you, me, and Ewan McGregor. Cheers. March
Is it really
31st.
his birthday?
Yeah, it's Ewan McGregor's birthday. Thank you all for being here. I love you. Thanks for doing this. It makes me happy. I had a great time. And especially in the quarantine COVID land. This is very valuable. So thank you. Good night. Godspeed. Harry Potter is a real life man. I call on my cell phone time to time on my cell phone. Bye.